Hi, hello students. How are you? This is Smart Mathematics Tutor. Today we are interested to see about mathematics for grade 10 in the combination of function about quotient of functions. That is about the quotient of functions. Okay, this is a topic. Students, when we see the quotient of functions, what is quotient of functions? How can we find the quotient or the result of division of functions? To get the quotient, we should divide one function by the other. Let's see the following. Okay, let f and g are two overlapping functions, with overlapping domain. Two functions with overlapping domain. This is why, because if the domain is not overlap, or if the functions have no common domain, then we cannot calculate. Any combination of functions, because that reasons with overlapping domain or with common domain, then the quotient of function is denoted by the quotient of functions is denoted is denoted by f over g of x, or this means f of x over g of x. This is the notation of the quotient of functions. Okay, let's see about how can we calculate or how can we solve this quotient of function. Okay, let's clear this and let's start an example. Okay, let me start example. Given f of x is 2x minus 1 and g of x is 3x plus 6, then find a f over g of x and also find b g of f of x. Now this is the question. Let's start finding the solution. Okay, solution for a, we are asked to find f over g of x. This is the same as f of x over g of x. Notice that in this quotient function, g of x is the denominator function, never be 0. Therefore, you should take out the value of the variable that makes the denominator 0 is not part of the domain. If g of x is 0, it is meaningless or undefined. Okay, Therefore, to calculate or to solve this one, just substitute the value of f of x, which is given is 2x minus 1, and g of x is now 3x plus 6. Let's substitute these values and let's calculate it. Okay, let me clear the questions and let me use this part. Okay, therefore from this you can take that we have f of x over g of x. Okay, then f of x is this one, 2x minus 1 over g of x is 3x plus 6. Okay, now students, during the quotient of functions, we have said that the number, the value of x that makes the denominator 0 should be out of the domain. Therefore, that is restriction. Let's take this restriction. Okay, now let me clear this part. Okay, students, now if you equate the denominator, take the denominator 3x plus 6 and equate with 0, then you get the value of the variable x that makes this expression 0. Therefore, it will become 3x is equal to 0 minus 6. This means now 3x is equal to negative 6. To find the value of x from this, divide both sides by 3. This cancel by this. Now x is minus 6 divided by 3 is minus 2. Therefore, therefore you should take this is the part of the variable that makes the denominator undefined. Therefore, you should say x should be different from this value. This is the answer. Therefore, the answer for this, now the answer is this one. The answer for this is this part. Okay, therefore f of x over g of x is now equal to this one. This is the answer, but you should include this concept in the answer. This concept in the answer. Therefore, x different from minus 2, or the restriction should be written after your answer. Okay, therefore the quotient of function is this one. Again, B says find g of x over f of x. Let's calculate v. To calculate v, let's clear this one. Okay, students, v says find the reciprocal of f of x over g of x, that is g of x over f of x. Now g of x is now 3x plus 6. Instead of g of x, substitute 3x plus 6. Instead of f of x, you should take 2x minus 1. Okay, we cannot simplify this one. Therefore, this is the answer. Write this as it is. And now the restriction is, if you make this equal to 0, you will get the restriction here. That is, equate to x minus 1 with 0. Now from this, by shifting minus 1 to the right, you have 2x is equal to positive 1. To have x, this implies from this you have to have x divide both sides by 2. That means divide both sides by 2 and divide both sides by 2, and this cancel by this. Therefore, now finally x is equal to 1 over 2. This is the restriction. Therefore, you should take this 1 over 2 is the value of the variable that make this undefined, the denominator undefined. Therefore, it is a restriction. Therefore, you should say here x different from 1 over 2 or 0.5. This is all about the tutorial video about the questions of functions. Next period, we will start about another applications, another ways of finding the domain of the combination of functions. This much is enough for today. See you next period. Please, to follow, to attend my all videos, search Wandimagany Marcos at YouTube. That means in YouTube write that Wandimagany Marcos, or W should be capital, then Wandimagany Marcos, M should be capital here. Marcos. You should write this continue here. This much is enough for today. See you other period with another concept. Goodbye.